Hey, what's up guys, boy Joseph. I'm back with another video. How you guys doing today, Slam Army? These are the 8 gadgets that you need for these brawlers, or without it, these brawlers are just not the same. They don't hit the same. They're not the top or strong brawlers, or they're pretty much useless in a lot of case scenarios. So let's hop straight into it. You need to buy these gadgets. Hopping straight into the first brawl. Now this brawler is literally so dependent on it. If it wasn't without this gadget, this brawler would be trash. Okay, we have Vanish with Lily. You have to add the +1 on it as well, because this brawler she enters the shadow run for 3 seconds and able to cheat that 3 different times, and then if you put on the +1 gadget gear, you could get 4 times of just straight up vanishing. You could hop on off a thrower. You could get out of the enemy's range. You could do a lot with it. It gives Lily more utility. It gives Lily more survivability. And without this, Lily wouldn't be the brawler she is today. She wouldn't have been a really good assassin or really great good brawler to sneak up on. Yes, she could be a little bit predictable. If you're a good Lily, you can make it rough for like a squishy brawler or for a thrower you going up against. It's very much hell. But like with this gadget, without it, she wouldn't be anything. You know, she would have the other gadget. I think you could throw it and you land on someone. It's not horrible, but the Vanish one is just miles ahead. And if you don't have this with Lily, then you're just not maximizing the potential with her. Next up, we have Kenji. Now, I don't know why all the assassin brawlers have some of the most broken gadgets, but hey, we have Husumaki healing. Now with this, he's able to basically cheat death yet again. Kenji, without this, he would die a lot more. You know, he still dies a lot when you're not the best Kenji, to be fair, but like with it, you could cheat that like 3-4 times if you add the +1, and just basically heals instantly 50% of damage taken in the last 3 seconds. If you've taken over like 2,000, if you're taking like 4,000 hit points, you're gaining 2,000. Just a click of a button, you're gaining so much HP. And it used to be more. It used to be like a lot more. I think like 70% or something like that. And they nerfed it, and now it's still really strong. It's still well needed, because if you're an assassin brawler, he does have lifesteal where when he hits, he does gain some health, but he's gonna need a little bit more health because he's gonna be running in on people, and you know he takes a lot of damage when you're trying to pull up on a person as an assassin. But pair this up with your Kenji, you definitely maximize the use cases of him. Definitely 100% the way better gadget. And if you're a free to play person, this whole video you want to be picking up these gadgets and not buying the other one. Don't waste your 1,000 gold. You know, we broke out here inside the Brawl stores. Next up, for an underrated brawler, we have Pearl. Now Pearl is a good all-around brawler. She has good health. She has decent enough range, and she does a lot of damage once her shield once she fumes up and she steams up and she gets that over. But look, overcooked gadget goes crazy. All right, so basically it burns her cookies, and if you just literally wait until you heat up, we know that bar loads all the way up and you're sitting in a bush, it happens a lot of times to people in knockout. They deal 1,040 extra damage over time. Now that may seem like a little bit, but imagine you're just spamming out all those cookies at one time. It's overwhelming damage in a space of like 2 seconds that you're pretty much gonna die. Like, she's played all the time in knockout, so pretty much you're playing most of the time squishy brawlers, like squishy maybe like snipers or like long range brawlers. She's gonna melt them down, and then she could just run them down with like surprisingly like long range and weird movement where she could literally just run you down, and there's nothing you can do about it once she's like all the way heated up with that gadget slapped on it. That just makes her very much like a scary brawler inside a knockout. Every time like she's hiding in the bushes, she could just pop out, get an instant kill, and then you know, knockout, 1 kill, you're done. That changes the scenario a lot. Now with Pearl, this just makes Pearl to another level. I feel like without it, she just really wouldn't be anything. So her use cases would be so much lower because they wouldn't really play her in knockout, because she would like counter some snipers if it's not like a super wide open range, but she wouldn't be really of a danger, except for if you're able to wiggle and you know you have a lot of HP. But with that being said, you got to get that overcooked gadget. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Next up, we have Gus. Now we got a support brawler, but then this gadget allows him to turn into an assassin. So basically he has super long range, and then once he's hitting his shots, he loads up. You know, when you hit like 5 shots on him, then you could unlock, you spawn a balloon. And now with what his gadget does, Cookie Popper, all right, explode all uncollected spirits, dealing 2,240 damage to nearby enemies. So if you hit your enemy twice and you have that if you got the balloon pop in there, you can instantly tap it, instantly explodes all the balloons. But most of the time you do it on a specific enemy on purpose. and they're 2,000 dead. So you don't really have, you hit 2 times and then you can basically just get a third free shot just by clicking a green button, and that just makes him win so much interactions. That makes him counter so much different brawlers, and it turns a support brawler into Gus into a deadly long range assassin brawler in some cases. So it's like, what this gadget just changes his as a whole different brawler. You do not want to be rocking Soul Switcher. That's not helping you, all right? It's not helping you, all right? Gus loses 5 HP but gains 100 spirit instantly. I mean, that's cool, right? But you want to be using your cookie popper to make effect in the game, to really change the narrative of the game. Getting kills in Brawl Stars is truly a good thing. It's always really good to get kills inside of Brawl Stars, and that just allows him to do that. Next up, we got Shade. Yes, another assassin brawler. It just, I don't know, bro. They get all the super good gadgets. But we have long arms now. Shade is a really good but could be countered easily brawler, because he could get countered really much by any tank inside of Brawl Stars. But with long arms, that basically makes his range 50% longer range. So you definitely need that to reach out, slap them with them long arms. You feel me, Slam Army? And you can add the +1, which is very much like recommended, and it just allows him more obviously more you know, utility. He could aim, and his range is much more longer. He doesn't have to go out and get himself any unnecessary damage. He could really go in and out with that, and then once you know, cycle it up, you get his super and you're able to hit, and then you can go through walls, use the, like, just, it opens up so much more to him other than his other gadget, jump scare. Like, it slows people, but it's like you don't really want to be next to people as a Shade, like unless it's like a squishy brawler, and even then they're probably gonna have teammates helping them out. You don't really want to be on top of people. So long arms, you can really just keep your range. Let me slap you over there, let me reach over there with my long arms, and then let me run back to my hiding spot. That's how you want to be playing the Shade for a long arms gadget. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Next up, we have a brawler too dependent on it. We have Edgar. All right, Let's Fly gadget. Without that gadget, he's nothing. All right, so the thing with Edgar, why he's so much of a used brawler, is simply because of that gadget. In my opinion, you could just click it, it's like no skill. You click it, you get your super, you jump on someone, you get a kill. That's what all the lower trophy, all the lower people do inside the Brawl Stars. That's what makes him so fun. That's why he's one of the most used and toxic and like overused brawler inside of Brawl Stars, even though on the higher end of things he's not even that good of a brawler. You feel me? But Let's Fly supercharged 525% for 4 seconds. You're getting your super, it's getting your hypercharge up a good amount, and you just Let's Fly. You could jump in the air, go crazy. You feel me? That emo boy is gonna go crazy, jump on them throws, jump on those battle randoms, and just go crazy. You feel me? Now 9 times out of 10, it'd be the noobs that be jumping on him and dying. But this gadget just allows for you to have more like survivability. You don't have to like hide behind walls. You know, you can play more aggressive because you know you can jump in or you can jump out. You know, it adds a lot of more diversity for Edgar, which you definitely want to be having, because if once you use your super, you can just click the green button again. All right, you click the green button again, now you're already loading up to another super. So you jump, you get some damage off, you jump off again after you click your green button, and it just adds so much more skill and no skill to the Edgar at the same time. So it doesn't even make sense, you know. But we have another brawler. Popping straight into the next brawl, we have Gray. Now this gadget really helps Gray shine as a brawler, and now once again it turns him from a support kind of to like a assassin, the way he could pull you in. You know, Walking Cane allows you to pull you in. I remember the other gadget, Grand Piano, used to just destroy the whole map, but now since it got nerfed, we got Walking Cane, allows you to pull squishy brawlers to you, pull brawlers that were gonna get away, pull brawlers and bounty with the blue star. You know, it just adds so much. He could pull and then use his super and like just pull you, then use his super on top of you. So it's just so much that adds to Gray, and it just takes him from a support brawler to like kind of becoming like a aggro assassin kind of brawler in that scenario. As long as you're able to hit the shots with it. I know Gray couldn't be like not the easiest brawler to play unless you're doing like cheeses like with Jackie or something like that with his super turret or something like that. But other than that, it's just really good. Gray's next hit from Finger Pistol shoots a Walking Cane, which pulls enemies back by a bit, you know, and it could pull through walls. That's the amazing thing. So you can really snag those throwers, stop throwing me, you know, stop shooting from over those invincible walls, come closer to me so I could, you know, give you these tappy wappies. Let's hop straight into the next brawler. Last but not least, we have BB's Vitamin Booster. BB heals 960 health per second for 4 seconds. It just adds BB good more health, because you know you're always going to be wanting to go in on BB. There's no other way you could play her. You have to go hit them with the bat, you know, feel me? So you gotta walk in and you're gonna get tapped sometimes. If you can't wiggle as good, you slap on this, and even if you could wiggle as good, you're gonna get hit no matter what. You're playing BB, all right? So you're just gonna pop that on. That adds a lot more healing, and then you can have like the speed gear inside the bushes, which like the shield on top of it, or you can just stack if you feel like you can wiggle really good, and then you could use speed on top of the other speed star power. So you're just faster and you're healing. So a dangerous BB, I hate going up against a BB on like hot potato. That's really good because the bushes, and then he's fast as hell, and then he has the gadget he could press slam army. It's just pure madness. And it's every time I'm playing like a squishy brawler and she just whacks him on me right on top of my head. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to like, share, subscribe. These are the 8 gadgets you definitely want to be picking up for these brawlers. Don't buy the other ones. It's just not worth your time. It's not worth the gold. You know, we have gold sorters inside of Brawl Stars. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys know that God loves you guys. We're out of here.